I disguised myself as a janitor for 7 days. What happened shocked me. For 7 days, I disguised myself as a janitor in my own company. Nobody knew who I really was. On my first day, HR introduced me as Mr. Chico, the new cleaner. Most employees ignored me, but one manager named Bruno immediately caught my attention. "Hey janitor," he shouted, "get out to my office and clean this mess before my meeting." When I entered, coffee was already spilled across the floor. Before I could even start cleaning, Bruno pointed at me. "Look what you have done." I calmly replied, "Sir, the coffee was already here." His face turned red. "Are you calling me a liar?" The entire office went silent. Then a young analyst named Larissa stood up. "Actually, I saw you spill it yourself." So Bruno laughed. Analyst defend janitors. Larissa looked him in the eye. "Since people deserve respect, that was the first act of kindness I received all week." Unfortunately, things only got worse. Bruno and several co-workers constantly mocked me. They threw trash on the floor I had just cleaned. They spilled coffee on purpose. They called me worthless. One day, I even overheard them making bets about who could make the old janitor cry first. But every time they humiliated me, Larissa stood up for me. When nobody wanted to sit with me, she shared her lunch. When others laughed, she defended me. When I felt invisible, she reminded me that every person deserves dignity. What nobody knew was that I wasn't really a janitor. I was owner of the company, and every insult, every threat, every act of bullying was being recorded by security cameras. By the end of the week, I had seen enough, so I called an emergency meeting. The next morning, every employee gathered in the conference room. Bruno sat in the front row, smiling confidently. Then the doors opened. I walked in, wearing an expensive tailored suit. The room froze. Bruno's face turned pale. The janitor they had mocked all week was their CEO. I stood before everyone. "For the past 7 days, I have worked among you, disguised as a janitor, to discover the true culture of this company." Then the screen behind me lit up. Security footage began to play. Every humiliation, every cruel joke displayed for everyone to see. Nobody could look away. Then I turned to Larissa, the only person who showed kindness when nobody was watching. Tears filled her eyes. "Starting today, you're being promoted." The room erupted in whispers. Finally, I faced Bruno. "You judge a person's worth by their position." Security stepped forward. "Your employment ends today."